So, good morning students. Let us continue with the chapter, that is chapter number 6. I told you that read it till Fort of Agra and from Taj Mahal will continue. So, chapter 6 is places of Indian culture heritage. Now see, Taj Mahal, everybody knows Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is one of the wonders of the world. So, it was made by Shah Jahan for Mumtaz. But there is one documentary film also. If you watch this film in Discovery, you may get detailed information about it. I'll give you that information. Let us go to the textbook what it's there. See, Taj Mahal is located in Agra and UP on the bank of river Yamuna. Taj Mahal is one of the 7 wonders of the world. One of the wonder, it is 7 wonder of the world. Constructed by Mughal King Shah Jahan in the memory of his queen Mumtaz Mahal. Mumtaz Mahal died in 1630 AD. After her death, the construction was Taj Mahal was started in 1631. One thing I tell you, when Mumtaz died, Shah Jahan was very sad. For 3 months he didn't come out of his room. After that he realized that I am going to do something for my queen. So he made this Taj Mahal in 1631 AD. It was completed in 1653 AD. And in that time, 4.5 crore rupees was spent. Just imagine when there was no currency. Currency no koi अस्तित्व ज नहोતું. In that year, 4.5 crore rupees were spent. After 22 years, Shah Jahan used expert Indian sculptures besides Iranian. He bought the best sculpture in India to build the Taj Mahal. Arabian, Turkish and European sculptures were also engaged in the construction of the Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is counted on one of the tombs of the world. Due to this tomb, the name of the Mumtaz Mahal has become immortal. Immortal means living forever, never died. This was the innermost wish of Shah Jahan. The building of the Taj Mahal spanned in rectangular shape from the north to south. The grave of Mumtaz lies in the center of the Taj. It is announced by a beautiful artistic octagonal fence carved out of the stone. A beautiful saying is inscribed on it that pious hearts are welcome to the garden of paradise. Pious means pavitra. Now Taj Mahal, the idea of the Taj Mahal is taken from different mosques. Shah Jahan has taken different idea from the different mosques. It is also known that as Taj Mahal was constructed, Shah Jahan just cut off the limbs of each and every worker. So what that worker did, they had kept one default in Taj Mahal. At the grave means cover. At the grave of Taj Mahal, still water is little water drops used to come out. So many architecture came to India from the world, best architecture of India all over from the world. They tried to realize it from where this water is coming, but till now they didn't have any idea. This is the mystery. What had happened? Just think, those people who are never educated, they were just labor. They have put one default over there. So the architecture of Taj glorifies the rich heritage of India. The grandeur of the Taj attracts thousands of people every year. Every year, thousands of people used to come and see Taj Mahal. If we Indians go, it is some 20 to 40 rupees charge. And for foreigner, it is some 750 to 800 rupees charge. Now, Red Fort. Red Fort means from where we hang our tricolor every 15th August, 26th January. Narendra Modi ji, means whoever the Prime Minister is, whether it is Narendra Modi or Manmohan Singh, they are supposed to hoist our national flag. So Red Fort, located at Delhi, was built by Shah Jahan in 1638. One more thing, I forgot to tell you, as Taj Mahal was supposed to build, Aurangzeb was spending crores of rupees on Taj Mahal. Shah Jahan was spending crores of rupees on Taj Mahal. His son Aurangzeb had him like this. He thought that my father is going to spend each and every rupees on this thing. So what he did? He thought that my father is spending all the rupees on it. So he took Shah Jahan and is keeping on the cage. उसने शाहजहां को पकड़ के काल कोठरी में डाल दिया. To his own father, Aurangzeb, he was very dangerously He killed each and every, whether it is his uncle, auntie, whoever. If he feels that this person is going to be a problem for me in the near future, for his kingdom, he has killed each and everyone. So Shah Jahan was in Red Fort, but he was happy over there. Why? Because from that jail he was supposed to see the Taj Mahal and he was remembering Mumtaz. So now Red Fort, Fort of Agra, sorry, he was kept in Fort of Agra. Red Fort located in Delhi was built by Shah Jahan in 1638 AD. This fort is made of red stone. Shah Jahan found city, namely Shahjahanabad, in same fort, which was named after him. This fort includes Diwan-e-Aam. Diwan-e-Khas means how we have guest room, drawing room, bedroom. In that manner, there was a Diwan-e-Aam, means all people used to sit. Diwan-e-Khas means some VIP people used to sit in that room. Rang Mahal, etc. Diwan-e-Khas more magnificently decorated than other building. It is decorated with an amalgamation of gold and silver. Diwan-e-Aam is done, amalgamation is mixing of gold and silver, embedded with precious stones. The other buildings of Red Fort are Rang Mahal, Mirror Palace, Lahori Gate, Mirror Palace of Mumtaz, Lahori Gate, Meena Bazar and Mughal Garden, etc., which are the center of the attraction of Red Fort. Peacock Throne is the best exquisite creation of this fort, which Nadir Shah took along with him to Iran. Peacock Throne is a seat of king who used to sit over there. Peacock Throne was full of silver. It was made up of all silver. The wings of the peacock are like the stand of the hand. He used to put like this, hand on it, and his legs, he used to put the leg on the peacock's leg. So it was a peacock throne. In Gujarati is known as Mayurasan, which Nadir Shah, who was a king of Iran, he took away peacock throne with him and he looted it from India. So Red Fort is one of the outstanding building among the Mughal architecture of Mughal art of architecture. Every year, our Indian flag is hoisted on the Red Fort on national festivals. On every national festival, we are supposed to hoist the national flag. Now, Fatehpur Sikri. Now, Fatehpur Sikri, it is 26 miles away from Agra in UP. Akbar has founded this city in the memory of Sufi saint Sheikh Salim Chishti. He made it his own capital city. It is own capital. The saint, he made it own capital. The buildings, construction of Sikri was started in 1569 AD and completed in 1572 AD. 1569 it was started and on 1572 Fatehpur Sikri building was completed. The best building among the place of Birbal, golden place of Bibi Mariam, places of Turki Sultan, Jama Masjid and Buland Darwaza. Buland Darwaza of Fatehpur Sikri is 41 meter wide, 50 meter high. The other well-known and remarkable buildings of Sikri are place of Juhudabai, Panch Mahal, tomb of Sheikh Salim Chishti, Diwan-e-Aam, Diwan-e-Khas and Jyotish Mahal. Churches of Goa. Goa is very famous for beaches. Different types of beaches are there, and each and every beach we find something new over there. Now, here we are talking about one saint whose name was Saint Francis Xavier. Yes, you can find the dead body of Saint Francis Xavier over here in the church. Now, what is the mystery behind this Saint Francis Xavier? Saint Francis Xavier is dead, but still nowadays also hair used to grow on his hand, nails used to come up. These are the mystery because he is one of the Saint Francis Xavier. This I'm talking about thousands of years old thing. So churches of Goa are very famous. One British lady, she was not able to believe that really this thing is happening. So that British lady, he bite on the hand of the saint and the blood stained out. From that day, the dead body of the Saint Francis Xavier is put in the coffin, transparent coffin, upstairs, and on every 25th December, just for one day, they used to get that coffin down. And there are some security around it, and people used to see it, Christians logo. So Saint Francis Xavier are saint of Christians. So this is a story about Saint Francis Xavier. Now, the Christian missionaries came to India with the Portuguese to spread Christianity. Goa was the status symbol of Portuguese. They were not supposed to leave Goa. Still, many Portuguese sailors are there whose room are booked for all 365 days in the hotel. And some Portuguese are still living in Goa. But at last, with a great fight, we threw away Portuguese from India. It was very difficult to throw away Portuguese from India. So the church Christian missionaries came to India with the Portuguese to spread Christianity. Goa was the capital of the Portuguese. Many churches were built in the Goa, like Church of Basilica of Boom Jesus and Basilica of God Jesus. And in Old Goa, the relics means remains means rock and everything, the relics of Saint Francis Xavier, his clothes, even the dead body is there, but clothes also are there. Saint Francis Xavier is kept in the coffin in Church of Goa. His dead body has not decayed means not destroyed, even after so many years. Besides, there are many churches in Goa. It is well renowned for its beautiful beaches and its artistic churches. Champaner. Champaner is situated in the foothills of Pavagadh at Halol Taluka in Pantmal district of Gujarat. After the victory of Champaner, Muhammad Begada gave it the position of capital and named it Muhammadabad. His name was Muhammad Begada, so he gave the name as Muhammadabad. As Ahmad Shah was a king, on the name of his Ahmedabad is there. Ahmad Shah was a king, on his name Ahmedabad is there. In the same manner, Muhammad Begada gave the name Muhammadabad. Moti Masjid, Jama Masjid, and historical fort are different buildings in Champaner. Considering out of architecture and historical importance of Champaner, UNESCO has declared this town as a site of World Heritage. So, children, these were the different what we say monuments that are counted by UNESCO in his site. We studied so many: Ajanta, Ellora, Elephanta, Pattadakal, Mahabalipuram, Sun Temple of Konark, Motera, then Red Fort, Fatehpur Sikri, Hampi, Humayun's Tomb, Taj Mahal, churches of Goa, and last to Champaner. So this was for all over India. But there are few places from Gujarat also that is included in the World Heritage Site of the UNESCO. Now let us go through that. Now see, in this thing, maximum there is a reading part. There is no explanation. So I'll go read it. What better feel like that here is the explanation. Okay, I'll explain you. Otherwise, the next time whenever we have the meeting, you can ask me what the doubts you have. Now see. Now we are talking about the places of the Gujarat, World Heritage Site of Gujarat. Now see, Gujarat has the famous foremost place in the field of sculpture and architecture. Many beautiful architecture sites can be seen. For example, caves architecture, temple, forts. Wow, wow means step well. There are the step and you go, there is a well, that known as wow. Arcs, etc. Now let us know about the places of cultural heritage of Gujarat. Dholavira and Lothal. When we go Ahmedabad, at that time Lothal used to be in the middle. Dholavira is in Bhuj. Now Dholavira and Lothal was the main cities of the Indus Valley civilization, and it was the main center for the market, for business, Lothal especially. Lothal was also used as herb. Herb means work of ship is done. Now Dholavira is situated in the Khadirpet at the Bachau Taluka in Kutch district. Dholavira is known for its idle means best town planning. Whereas Harappan culture was renowned as a center of trade and commerce. 5,000 years ago, from today, bead making factories, bead means moti, bead making factories, and ornament making shell. Shell means you must go to the seashore and you find some shells. Yes, from that you used to have the moti. So that shell were found out from the Dholavira. Means it shows that once upon a time a big business deal was supposed to be done over here. Then Lothal. Lothal is situated near Aurangabad, near Ahmedabad, Bhavnagar highway, in an architecture place, which was main center of trade and commerce and well facilitated part of the Harappan culture in ancient time. Junagadh. In Junagadh, stone inscription of Ashoka, Buddhist caves of Khaprakodia. Wow, there is Tapler, old Raj Mahal, Navganwell, tomb of Muhammad Khan, and tomb of Buddha, Wazirs, etc. Places are worth seeing. Bhavnath Fair is held at the foothills of Ginnar of Mahashivratri. Bhavnath Fair is very famous of Junagadh. This was about Junagadh, Dholavira, and Lothal. Now about Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad could be known as historical city. Fort of Bhadra, Jama Masjid, Mosque of Queen Sipri, Rosa of Sarkhej, Kankaria Lake, Shaking Minarat, Siddhi Sayyid Grill. You can see the Siddhi Sayyid Grill in the picture, it's already given. Siddhi Sayyid Grill, Temple of Hathi Singh, Mosque of Queen Rupmati are worth seeing architecture of Ahmedabad. The Shak, the Shaking Minarat outside Saranpur Darwaza in Rajpur, Gomtipur are well known for its unsolved secret of vibration. Means one minaret is shaking, other used to shake, vibrate on its own. It's a mystery. Nobody is able to find out why this is happening. So the Siddhi Sayyid Grill is famous for its vegetational and geometrical creation and minute, means little carving. If you see the Siddhi Sayyid Grill, little carving is done, which is very difficult to make. Now the pattern that is from North Gujarat. Now see, Shastralinga Lake in Patan, statue of Queen means Rani Ki Vav, and Rudra Mahalya of Siddhpur are worth seeing architectures. The runs of Rudra Mahalya in Siddhpur, the ruins means the remains, rock and tutti-frutti buildings. The ruins of the Rudra Mahalya in Siddhpur suggest the grandeur of place which is situated 26 km away from Patan. Now, Udaymati, Queen of Bhimdev I, built, wow, that is a stepwell to cater the need. Cater means fulfill. Cater means fulfill the need of water to her subjects. Means to the public, which is known as a stepwell of Queen Rani Ki Vav. UNESCO included this vow as a World Heritage Monuments in 2014. This vow indicates a beautiful arrangement of water harvesting for public usage in ancient times. Siddharth Jaisi built a lake named Shastralinga Lake in 1140 AD. Now, apart from the fort of Vadanagar, Sharmishta Lake and Kirti Arcs are worth seeing monuments. Arcs are created on two erected means tall, straight pillars, creating shape like bow. It's a bow shaped bandage. This I can't explain, but you just see in the YouTube what is a bow shape. Shamlaji temple situated on the bank of Mashlo river in ancient place of pilgrimages. This art of architecture is marvelous. Many stupas and viharas were built in Gujarat during Kshatrap period. Kshatraps were the king. The remains of Buddhist stupas are found from Bor Devi of Junagadh district, Devli Mori near Shamlaji, Itwa Stupa in Girnar near Junagadh, etc. Besides this, may other architecture of Devni Mori, Baba Parya, Uppercote, Khapla Kodia, Khambalia, Talaja, Sana. In Talaja also there are caves. Sana, Dank, Jinjujar, Kadia, Dungar, etc. Kadia Dungar is in Kutch. It's worth seeing, are seen in Gujarat. So, stepwell of Adalaj and Gandhinagar, stepwell of Queen of Patan, Adhikari stepwell at Junagadh. Apart from this, Nadia, the Mahmudabad, Umrat, Kapadvanj, Vadvana and Kaleshwari, etc. are the example of the wow architecture. Now there are many Jain temples of Shetrunjia mountains in Palitana, Bhavnagar district. You must have seen the Jain temple. There are also some caves. They are also worth seeing. Few of the temples were built in 11th century. Taranga Pilgrim is situated on the hills near Timba village at Khelaru district in Mehsana district. Khelaru Taluka in Mehsana district. The temple of Taramati is also situated here. Somnath temple at Gir, Somnath district at Dwarkadish temple at Devi Bhumi. Dwarka has gorgeous, beautiful historical heritage. The list of Gujarat's culture heritage has not been compiled yet. Many such places are there in Gujarat, which makes our culture heritage rich and prosperous. South Indian temples of ancient India. Temples of South India are famous for their different styles. They were made in Dravid style of art. Dravid is a type of architecture. They are in pyramid shaped with multi-stores, means so many stores are there. One attractive stone is placed on its top. Yard of temple was very huge. Many South Indian temple built in ancient time are as given below. See, here is Mahabalipuram, that is Mahabalipuram, Tamil Nadu. Kailash temple, that is Kanchipuram, Tamil Nadu. Then Brideshwar temple, that is Tanjore, Tamil Nadu. Then Virupaksha temple is Pattadakal, Karnataka. And Parshumeshwar temple, that is Bhubaneswar, Odisha. And Vaikuntha Perumala temple, that is Kanchipuram, Tamil Nadu. And the last is place of pilgrimage in India, pilgrimage Jatra. Now, so India has been a land of pilgrimage since ancient time. People of India go on pilgrimage. The journey of Chardham, for Hindus, Chardham is a very big thing. And 12 Jyotirling include Badrinath, Uttarakhand, Rameshwaram, Dwarka, Jagannath, Odisha. Moreover, pilgrim of 51 Shakti Peeth and Amarnath Yatra are considered as one of the most important. Girnar, that is Lily Parikrama, now it is going on, but due to COVID, very few people are allowed. Shatrunjaya Pradakshina at Narmada Pradakshina have great importance. India is treasure house of rich culture heritage. In this way, places of Indian culture heritage gave India a unique identity in the world. The tourists from the India and abroad visit Indian art of architecture regularly. This accelerates economical benefits of accelerated economical benefit or tourism industry in India. If people are visiting doing the Jatra, that place used to earn the money. So economic tourism is a big business in Indian culture. That we'll study in the next chapter, in chapter 7. So thus, 32 monuments of Indian culture and natural heritage have been included in the World Heritage Site by the UNESCO. Okay, so this chapter 6 got over. And we are ending the lecture over here. Just go through the chapter. Okay, read it. And in the next session, we are going to start with chapter number 7. Okay, just take care. Thank you.